up, guys? Hold up. What's up, guys? Fix this real quick. Okay. What's up, guys? Back again with another video. Another wrestling topic. And once again, it's gonna be AEW, AEW, WWE, or AEW NXT. But this is more so talking about the problems with both companies and what both companies, the flaws of each company, and as the title says, 4 problems with AEW and 4 problems with NXT. And let's begin with AEW. 4, working backwards. 4, the filler feuds. Now, when I say filler feuds, I just mean just random feuds thrown together just for TV time or whatever, just to put wrestlers together for no reason. Like the feud with Miro and Kip Sabian against Best Friends over a video game. I mean, really? I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, AEW fanboys are gonna come for me after this, but I'm not just coming for AEW. I'm coming for NXT as well. But yeah, I mean, that whole feud going on, it's just completely and utter ridiculous. I mean, feuding over a video game, and before that, what's his name? The 2 guys from Inner Circle. I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but they were feuding with Best Friends over what's his name? Trent's mom's car or whatever. That one was, that one was kind of goofy, but whatever. Number 3, face heel dynamic, and what I mean by this is that sometimes it's hard to tell who's the heel and who's the face. A lot of times we already know, but sometimes they try to, the way they do it just doesn't make sense to me. Like when the whole John Moxley Kenny Omega thing was happening last year, it was hard to tell who was the heel and who was the babyface. I mean, it was confusing. Even last night with the title match, we all knew Kenny Omega was supposed to be the heel and Moxley was the babyface, but the way the match went down with Kenny Omega almost being hurt, and Moxley continued to beat down on him as he is a babyface supposedly, and I figured a double turn was going to happen, but the opposite happened. Kenny Omega cheated his way to win the AEW championship. I mean, they just need to fix the whole heel babyface dynamic thing. And Jericho is supposed to be a heel, but yet the crowd sings along to his theme song, and I think he should be more serious as a heel as opposed to being kind of goofy sometimes. And I think this is number 2. Yes, number 2, the women's division. The women's division at AEW is the biggest complaint of the fans, and rightfully so, because the women's division sucks. It's not as in-depth as the women's division in NXT. They give everyone a chance at NXT. I mean, the AEW women's division, the only ones that stand out that I really enjoy are Anna Jay, Penelope Ford, and Britt Baker, Dr. Britt Baker. But other than that, there aren't really, it seems like the women's division sometimes doesn't get treated as important as the tag division, and there aren't really any big feuds in the women's division. They tried with Britt Baker and Big Swole, but that ended up disappointing. Not because not having to do anything with them, it was just the payoff wasn't as what many people expected it to be. Um, uh, and number one, finally, the biggest problem in AEW is the constant jabs at WWE. This gets very, very annoying, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of tired of it. I know I'm not the only one. I know Brody Lee took a shot at WWE. Cody Rhodes took a shot at WWE, was sitting on the throne and smashing it with a sledgehammer. I mean, yeah, I mean, whatever reasons they have for taking jabs at them is kind of, uh, in my opinion, is kind of childish. It's like, get over it. Focus on your product and let them focus on theirs. I mean, even if you didn't have a great experience with the company, I don't think it's right to constantly bash them every week on TV when that's the last thing you should be worried about. But yeah, those are my four main problems with AEW. Now let's go on to NXT. My four problems with NXT. Number four, something AEW is very strong at, and that's the tag division. The tag division in NXT not as not as wide as the tag division in AEW. The women's division is stacked with talent in NXT, but the tag division there aren't really a lot. I mean, we have Undisputed Era, Breezango, uh, Lorcan and Danny Burch, Imperium, uh, the two guys that just came in from the UK. I forgot their names. Uh, um, Killian Dane and Drake Maverick and Ever Rising. That's pretty much it. But I think there should be more more teams than just that, and there should be more non-title feuds um, to make the tag division more give everyone something to do and just to make the tag division more important. But yeah, tag division number four. Number three, I'd have to say the lack of building new stars. I've said this previously, but that this is something that it does not sit too well with with NXT. They're not too great at building up new stars. I mean, yeah, we've seen Bronson Reed rise up lately, and that's great. Bronson Reed, who else? Shotzi Blackheart has been amazing this year. Aaliyah's doing her thing with Robert Stone, which is pretty cool. But I feel like there should be more talent rising up in delivering. I mean, Jessie, I really like Jessie, and I think she should definitely get more chances. So, and with Indy Hartwell, I'm glad they're finally giving her a chance because I'm a big fan of Indy. Who else? Well, like I said, Aaliyah, they definitely um, should give her more opportunities because they're making her out to look like a goof. But in Austin Theory is definitely the future, definitely a future star, and yeah, I just think they should put more focus on upcoming superstars like they've been doing with Leon Ruff, and that's a good way to start. But yeah, just work on building up new stars instead of investing in your current ones or your old ones. Um, number two, number two, I definitely have to say the uh, I definitely have to say the constant heel turns. It is so many ever since NXT is gone from the network to broadcasting on USA. We have had so many heel turns. It's ridiculous. I mean, we barely have any baby faces in NXT. I mean, it's kind of gotten annoying, to be honest. I mean, and it's not as shocking as it used to be. The last shocking one, in my opinion, would have probably been the Dakota Kai one. And I definitely did not see that coming. Um, but other than that, yeah, the constant heel turns, now you can see them coming a mile away. Johnny Gargano turned earlier this year, and which was a huge mistake, and I still think it's a big mistake. Candice LeRae turned heel um, to help Johnny Gargano win the feud with Tommaso Ciampa. Another big mistake. Tommaso Ciampa turned heel earlier this year, then he turned back babyface. Velveteen Dream, I don't know what he is. Whether he's a babyface or a heel or a tweener, I don't know. It's confusing. Undisputed Era recently just turned face. I mean, there's a whole lot going on. It's just stop. I mean, it's an overload. And finally, the number one problem with NXT, I definitely have to say the lack of top baby faces. This goes into what I said with number two, with the constant heel turns. There's been so many heel turns lately that we barely have any baby faces. I mean, Matt Riddle was sent over to Raw, was sent over to SmackDown, then drafted to Raw. Then Keith Lee was, after he dropped the NXT Championship, he was moved over to Raw. Same thing with Mia Yim, moved over to Raw. And Johnny Gargano turning heel. They've lost their biggest top baby face, and that was a big mistake. Same thing with Keith Lee. Sending Keith Lee and Mia Yim over to Raw was a big mistake, because I felt like they did that way too early. Keith Lee definitely could have had a legitimate run with an NXT championship, and Dominic Dijakovic I definitely think, had more opportunities to showcase himself in NXT, and sending him up was also a big loss. And lately they've just been running out of like really good top baby faces like they used to have. But yeah, that's my list for the 4 problems with AEW and the 4 problems with NXT. Let me know what you guys think, if you agree. Let me know your guys' list. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.